What is up, people? Welcome to the live stream. How are we all doing? I hope we're doing well. Listen, everybody, in life, it occurs that, sometimes things just don't go the way we want them to go. Sometimes we just need someone to talk to about our problems. I am not that someone, because I'm not a therapist. But I'm gonna talk anyway and try to give you some solutions to your dilemmas. So how about we do that? How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Doggy saying, I skipped the gym to see this stream. So already we're making bad decisions. You love to see it. Let's freaking go. Doggy, what's good? Welcome, welcome. Mango Winner, I see you in there as well. Welcome to the stream. Aaron saying, what's up in life? You made a documentary about Club Penguin. What does one have to do with the other? Flame Game, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Let's freaking go. Ghost Boy Swag saying, is this pre-recorded? I have an idea. This is pre-recorded. It is pre-recorded. I actually predicted exactly what the chat would be saying up until this point. Now let me switch over to the non-pre-recorded segment of this video. Give me 1 second. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. All right. I was gonna just make my screen go black for a bit. Oh, I can't even do that. Well, it's not working. Forget the gag. We're gonna act like that didn't happen. I would like an advice. How to get females. What species? You can get a female dog at the pound if you want one, I suppose. After a long time of 9 minutes, I got channel membership. Aaron, you're a channel member? Let's freaking go. Enjoy the content. Enjoy. Thanks a lot for the support. I do appreciate that. Sachin, what's good? Saying to me, how you doing? I'm doing good, but you didn't ask. You weren't paying attention, my man. I did ask. I said, how are we all doing? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Simi will up in a minute, and it's not a new thing to add these clips before. I just wanted to share this, so watch it all, please. We'll see about that, but we'll see. Jakku live saying the channel member content is so good. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I do try. So thanks a lot for that. I appreciate that. Are we gonna start from responses from 2 weeks ago? I'm catching up, so I'm going to do from where I left off. So yeah, there will still be some from 2 weeks ago, but I'm not gonna answer every response. It's gonna depend on if I've answered a similar query before. That one will likely get skipped. If it's just a joke response, or if it's a response that I genuinely cannot give advice for, I skip those as well. So yeah, just came from the YouTube channel. You make great stuff. Flame Gamer 1, thanks a lot. And you decided to sub to the stream as well. First time seeing me. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Let's freaking go. What video brought you to my channel? I bought it just for the Creative Chronicles and the setup vids. Okay, nice. I hope you'll enjoy that stuff. The channel member content is lacking. I just came off of like 3-hour-long videos. But don't worry. More stuff is coming. I did my response. Guess what it's about? I can assume what it's about. Don't you worry. We should be getting to it. Should be all good. Ghost Boy Swag, you gotta put that in not a therapist !NAT in the chat. Your query will be answered. Real quick, let's take a look at this Simi doll if it is up yet. And yeah, I'm looking to get into the queries pretty much straight away. So we're just gonna see how this goes. If the Simi doll isn't up in like a minute or so, we'll do it another time. But yeah, is there anything else? Reminder, no stream tomorrow. So next time I'll be seeing you will be on Monday. So just so you guys know what is up with that. Let's see. Okay, wait. Ghost Boy is saying, haven't gotten the motivation to do schoolwork. I have a test tomorrow and then a retest in 3 days. I have so many assignments past due. What should I do? Listen, this is not my not a therapist answer since we haven't started yet, but I will say, try and do what you can, You say you haven't got the motivation. Motivation is a tricky thing. You have a test tomorrow. I mean, my genuine advice here is get up like whatever, you know, flashcards, whatever you can get together to get some real last minute revision in, and leave the stream and try and do that. That's my, you know, this is genuine because I'm actually advising you to leave the live stream. I'm advising you to leave the live stream. So yeah, that is that's what's up. That's what's up. That's my advice. So yeah, but yeah, any other advice, freaking put it in Not a Therapist. I'm not answering it right now. The Simidol is up. I've seen what the video that Foxy's put in there is. I can't show it because I don't want to get claimed by 20th Century Fox or now Disney, so I can't show it. But if anyone's curious as to what it was, it's the Breaking Bad Simpsons parody that they did. I've actually seen this before. So yeah, all right, let's take a look at what we have here. Honestly, this already doesn't look like a thumbnail of mine. This doesn't look like a thumbnail of mine. It's black with some like yellow on it, and then like whatever this is. Like, I'm actually like, what thumbnail have I ever made that looks like this? This is really weird to me. The Snapchat vid. No, the Snapchat vid is like a bright yellow background, and we've had it before in Simidol, I'm pretty sure. I don't recognize this. Eggs for Bart. Eggs for Bart used to have a black background thumbnail. It did, but I updated it after like a couple of weeks to the purple background thumbnail. Wait, what is this music? Oh, what? I know it. What was this then? What was this? What the flip, bruv? Okay, I know what this is. This is obvious. Bro, what was that? What was that? Yeah, this one's obvious. You have to get the episode correct. You have to get the episode correct. What number episode? Do not look at the channel. What number episode is it? I think I know what number episode it is. I'm pretty sure I know what number it is. Bulla Boy disqualified. Straight up disqualified for putting every number in there. Disqualified. No spam in the chat, please. Aaron saying 7. I think it's 7. I think it's 7. So yeah. Wait, Trey saying some of the TwitchCon clips. Trey, did you? Oh, okay. I was thinking, like, did you actually make a video for this? All right, I mean, we can check it out. Let's hope this Call of Shame channel doesn't claim me. But yeah, we can check that out. Why not? Just give me a quick second. Yeah, it's 7. I'm pretty sure this is episode 7. What a ripoff, dude. The whole thumbnail isn't showing. Listen, well, we're showing some cracks in the creative process here. This is the quality's going down. What was this? What's this? Why have you cut off the thumbnail? What's going on? What's going on here? Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Let me quickly double check what episode it is. TNE 7. Okay, my series doesn't come up when you type in TNE. The Neopets Experience 7. It is number 7. It is number 7. So yeah, the way I figured out that it was number 7 is because I know that 8, 9, and 10 cover the Altador Cup, and I know that I also did this this particular thumbnail. I know that it was a sponsored video, and I only did one sponsored video that was during the Altador Cup era, and so that means that this one must have come before the Altador Cup. That's literally how I remembered which one it was. So yeah. But that's what's up with that. The whole video mess up doing exporting. Yeah, it happens. I'm just messing around. It's all good, bro. The She-Hulk finale was amazing. It's probably the best ending to a Marvel show ever, and I'm not exaggerating. Okay, that's interesting. For me, if a show is pretty mediocre throughout and then it just has a good ending, you know, it's a nice way to end, but it wouldn't convince me to watch a whole show. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I'm not saying the show's mediocre, just given that I haven't watched it, but I guess the general consensus is that it's mediocre. So yeah. All of your Neopets thumbnails look the same. I wholeheartedly disagree. There is a consistent format with the thumbnails, but to say they look the same, wholeheartedly disagree on that. When we get into Tamago font back, Tamago font hasn't left. It's just that I don't use it. Or do you mean, if you mean specifically on the thumbnails, I don't know. It's all a design choice. It's all about how I just choose to design each thumbnail. My philosophy with thumbnails is no longer like about recognizability, and it's more so about what's the best thumbnail for the video idea. That's how I'm tackling it these days, and it's worked out way better. Like, I mean, we can see with how the videos are doing lately, so I'm like, yeah, let's freaking go. Let's go. Okay, what am I trying to do next? The streamers exposed thing. So I did say yesterday that I wanted to look at, you know, what some of these streamers have supposedly been doing that is so shameful. Because Trey brought up that, you know, streamers are getting, you know, exposed or whatever. So I'll check this video out. Obviously, when you see something like streamers exposed at TwitchCon, my initial reaction is, okay, this is probably some bullcrap. But let's give it a look anyway, and then we will be getting into not a therapist. Trey, just to verify, everything here is stuff that is okay to watch on stream, right? It's nothing crazy, right? Let me know. Also, I just realized I asked Flame Game earlier what video they got into my channel with. I just wanted to see if they responded. I don't think they did, but that's fine. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss it in case they did. It's okay? Alright, cool. We'll check that out. Alright, pause the music. Show the screen. You guys see this? Let's give it a look. That is way too loud. News alert. Okay, whatever. This wannabe freaking. Okay.
These bedroom Warzone streamers are unemployable. They simply turned on a webcam and started.
Bro, what the hell is this? Okay, I have to roast some of the editing. The music's too loud, and the voice is too low, so it's like you can't hear what they're saying. Is that a voice synthesizer they use? Anyway, sorry. It's just the it's just the editor in me. All right, let's keep going.
Started streaming. Footage has emerged of a security guard explaining these streamers lack basic social skills at TwitchCon 2022.
Is this a real voice, or are they using a voice synthesizer? I actually can't tell.
They were verbally abusive and could not understand why they were not allowed to run up
yeah, it is a voice synthesizer.
a downward escalator. Is it any wonder why they cannot understand what permanently banned means?
I don't know. Is this? All right, let's keep going.
You're not shit in life. I can end your shit right now, and you talking, you it too.
I mean, this looks like it could just be some like random, you know, in any setting where there are loads of people, there's always going to be the random person that comes to cause trouble. You know what I mean? But let's keep going.
Have a
These
good one.
streamers were out of control, swearing and verbally abusing members of staff. Utterly shameful. At one point, they were fighting in the street, resulting in one of the streamers nearly getting slammed by a car.
That is not... I've seen this video before, I swear. I've seen... Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Why did the narration say nearly getting slammed by a car? They did get slammed by a car. But I'm also like... I'm just tackling this with some healthy skepticism. Because I'm wondering, did this actually happen at TwitchCon, or is that a separate thing?
Oh, thank God. What happened?
It was these people that come to this thing were so verbally abused.
I hate the music, man. Stop with the music. Are you okay? Stop it.
Us.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah, they were terrible.
Really?
Just think they don't have any social skills. And
Oh.
when you tell them, I'm sorry, you can't.
It's too quiet. It's too quiet. Can you guys hear it? I can hear it, but I'm just thinking, like, if you guys aren't wearing headphones, you might not be able to hear it.
Go up the down escalator. And they're like, well, why not? I'm like, I'm just gonna get killed. So I looked, and then
What? The person holding the camera is so funny. He's like, what? Really? It's actually not that deep, to be honest. Okay, so people were trying to walk up the down escalator. It's a thing, you know, it's silly, but okay, if you're a bit drunk or whatever, or if you're just feeling in a goofy mood, you do it. Security guards like, yo, stop that. You're a bit of an asshole, you start swearing at them. Oh yeah, some people are just assholes. What? Really?
I work at Walmart too, and then we had a concert. Ow.
I gotta skip this.
For war, I recently posted on Twitter about the
I've said this for some. Oh, this is just the same person. It's just their Twitter account. Okay, I mean, what I get from that is that some people are being annoying at TwitchCon. I mean, that's fair. It happens, it happens. Was there something else? There's a Twitter clip of a fake porn star. What's a fake porn star? What is that? What is that? Who broke her back in a foam pit. Oh, damn. That's a shame. I hope she's alright. Damn. Bruh, okay. Yeah, but I still don't know what that is. A fake porn star? Like, what? Stretch, hydrate, and posture check. We'll do all those. Then I'm gonna give you guys some advice. But you guys already know there's a disclaimer that gotta come beforehand. How do you break your back in a foam pit? Don't ask questions you might not want to know the answer to. I'm assuming, like, yeah, it's a foam pit. But if you land at a wrong angle, you can still, like, do damage. Because, yeah, it cushions the fall. But there's also, like, you know, you can land wrong. You can land wrong even when it's soft. Oh, you meant to say former. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, that's the hydrate. We'll do the stretch and the posture check. Dude Perfect, what's good? What's good? The foam pit was very shallow, like there was concrete. Oh wait, is that the actual answer? Is that the actual answer? Oof, bro. Okay. Okay. Good stuff. The foam pit was apparently right above a cement floor. Oh, so there was not enough padding? Was it like not that? It was like a shallow foam pit. She also suffered nerve damage to her black. Oh, this is like a very serious thing. Oh, damn. I hope. Damn, that sucks. Okay. I mean, best wishes to her, bruh. That foam pit. That's like That's like that's a bad way to go, man. Like, damn. I thought you could be trusted, but no. It's crazy. Okay. All right, people. This is not the music. I like this song a lot. Shout out to Super Meat Boy. Shout out to Danny Baranowski, but this is not the vibe. Okay, people. There's got to be a legal disclaimer before I help you out with your dilemmas, all right? This is strictly not therapy, and no advice given should be considered in any serious capacity. I hold no liability for any harm or psychological damage which may incur as a result of following any recommendations given. My lawyer told me to say that, okay? Now that we're on the same page, let's pick up from where we left off with the first dilemma. Oh, this isn't even a dilemma. What are the 20s like? Okay. So yeah, this isn't as much a dilemma as it is just kind of personally asking how are the 20s like for me so far? I mean, so I'm 23, which means I've been in my 20s for almost 4 full years now. 20, 21, 22, and then 23 will be, you know, in next February, it will be 4 full years I've been in my 20s. You know, it's hard for me to say what the 20s are like separate to the idea of what is it like just being a young adult in general. So one, a lot more responsibility. a lot more responsibility. You know, when I was like just in school, all I had to do was go to school and do well in that. That's like basically all I had to do. I mean, I had other responsibilities at home, but just in terms of general life responsibilities, not too crazy. But now, you know, you're paying attention to things like bills, rent, taxes, the fact that there is now an expectation on you to actually progress in life. When you're in school, the progress is done for you. You know, you just go to school, and then each school year you'll go up one level. But now it's like, I have to make the progress myself. So it's kind of like, okay. And I think that's a pressure that definitely gets put on young people. But I think it's a pressure that gets put on everyone. You know, you have these checkpoints. You're supposed to get a job at this age. You're supposed to get a promotion. You're supposed to get married, have a family, you know, do all this stuff. Like, there's like these things you have to do. And I feel like now I'm in my 20s. I'm essentially at the start of the part of that process where it's actually up to you. When you're younger, you're just going to school. It's not up to you. You're just making that progress. Now it's like, oh, I have to do it. I feel pretty all right, to be fair. Like, I don't feel that pressure, but I definitely know a lot of people my age, a lot of my friends are feeling that pressure, you know? It's like, damn, dude, I need to level up in life. And it's weird because it's like, yeah, but we're still like really young. But at the same time, it's also like, you don't want to feel like you're doing the same thing this year that you were doing last year. You know, you always want to feel like you're making forward progress. So it's an interesting time. I feel like this is probably the last year I can say I'm in my early 20s, because, you know, once you're 24, it's like you're in your mid 20s. And then once you're like 27, you're in your late 20s. You know what I mean? So this is like my last year of being in my early 20s, which, I mean, you can always delineate it as small as you want. Oh, I'm in my teens, I'm in my late teens. You can always do that. But yeah, there are some cool things. Like you have, along with the increased responsibility, there's also an increased independence as well. Like, you know, you can do whatever you want. Now that's a double-edged knife, or a double-edged sword, or whatever you call it. Double-edged sword, I think, because you can do whatever you want. So that means you have freedom, but freedom can be crippling to people, and you might spend a lot of time doing a whole lot of nothing that actually matters to you. But yeah, I can't tell you what the 20s are like holistically, because I haven't experienced them all fully, but so far it's going all right. I definitely felt a lot of pressure when I turned 20. I was like, all right, I mean, to be fair, I felt this when I turned 18. I was like, all right, we're 18, it's time to turn it on, time to switch it on. I was like, okay, I'm 21 now, time to switch it on. All right, 22 now, time to switch it on. It's like, bro, are you gonna switch it on? And it's like, you realize, well, I've been switched on. It's just that there's never really gonna be a point in your life where you feel like you've got everything together. You know, if you keep waiting, okay, when I get things together, then it's like, you're never gonna get things together. You kind of just have to go as you go along, you know. Don't just be waiting for things to get better and then you start. Like, you gotta find ways to do it as you go along. I think that's one thing I'm learning. You know, literally as long as I can remember, like from when I was a young kid, primary school, I'd always think to myself, okay, this next year. And I used to really, when I was younger, I used to count years by the school year a lot more than the actual like year, date wise. And yeah, when I was younger, I'd always be like, okay, I've got to freaking, this is the time. I've got to turn my life around. And I'm imagine I'm 6 and I'm thinking that. I'm like, bruh, relax. So yeah. I mean, so far that's what the 20s are like. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing to know that you're young, but also be the oldest you've ever been. You know? So yeah, that's what I'd say about that. Let's see what people in the chat are saying. Let's see. 20s can be, oh yeah, if anyone has any dilemmas, !NAT so you can submit it, and I'm reading it on the forum. It's not in the chat. So if you have any dilemmas, submit them in there. Madeline, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Saying no one in this chat can provide input. So I'm saying I absolutely do not miss school. Yeah, I don't miss school. I don't miss school. I had a good time at school. I was lucky in that way. I had a good time in school, but I do not want to go back. 20s can be times, but so much pressure, fam, entirely. Uni period in my 20s is peak, proper stressful, and bills, taxes, etc. Plus, I've suffered with anxiety in my earliest 20s. Right, Trey, right. Is that something you're still suffering with? I hope you're able to find ways to cope with that, man. But yeah, nah, it definitely can be stressful. School was the most stressful time of my life. Fair. Nah, I get you. Your age is higher than the videos you've posted this year. I mean, has that ever not been true? Okay, yeah, no, that's not been... It's been true a lot less than it's not been true. Yeah, because, I mean, there's only been like 1 or 2 years where I've posted more than, 18 videos. But yeah, but the videos I'm making take longer, generally speaking. The possible quiz video. Okay, if you count it by the actual hours, the actual length of the videos, I've uploaded way more. Like, do that. Count the actual length of the videos, and I've actually uploaded more than I've uploaded like in the last few years. Your age. Oh, I already read that. I'm old. Fair. Pink looks great on me. That's my dilemma. Yo, that's not a dilemma. Wear that pink. Wear that pink. If you did good in school, you should be fine. Don't cry about it. You saying in your 20s? Nah. Listen, like, school is such a different environment to the rest of life that while it sets you up for a better future, it does. If you do well in school, you're statistically more likely to, earn more money over the course of your lifetime, stay out of, the prison system, and other like things that just come with that. It doesn't automatically mean that if you did well in school, you're gonna just kill it in the rest of life. So, and in that same sense, if you didn't do well in school, it doesn't automatically mean you're gonna be you're just gonna fail in the rest of your life. So I wouldn't make that assumption. I think it's important to keep that in mind. Like, it can be an indicator, but people are not statistics. People are individuals, and the experiences that people are gonna have are gonna vary wildly. Let's see. Primary school was having turkey. What does NW mean? NW. Having turkey Twizzler by lunchtime. I loved turkey Twizzlers, man. Sony Adishina. I like that. Send me out the womb. I gotta turn it on now, bruv. In New Zealand, the calendar year and the school year are pretty much the same. However, school was still extremely stressful for me. Right. Oldest you have ever been, but the youngest you will ever be. Indeed. Or the youngest you will ever be again. But yeah. Zaviman saying, has anybody told you that you kind of look like Daniel Kaluuya? Zaviman, are you joking right now, or is that a genuine question? I'm actually unsure. Because if you're joking, then okay. But if you're being genuine, then that is crazy. Not because I'm saying I don't look like him, but that's been a running joke on my channel for the last 5 years. So if you just like, if you just came up with that out of nowhere, I was going to be like, bruh. I don't think I look like him that much anymore, to be fair. What happens to people born on February 29th? Usually they say their birthday is on the 28th or on March the 1st. Just, for ease. But yeah, if you're on the 29th, your age is counted whenever it reaches, the 28th or the 1st. But technically, you've only had a certain number of birthdays. So yeah. Can I submit multiple dilemmas? Yeah, sure. Being in your 20s just seems like unneeded effort. It's absolutely needed. Every stage of your life is required for you to get to the next one. So it's not unneeded effort. And it's also, it's not like you go for your 20s And it's like, okay, sweet. Now I can just enjoy being in my 30s. It's kind of like, no. One challenge is done. Now it's on to the next challenge. I think, you know, it's you got to embrace the constant challenges of life. It's you overcome one thing and then there's another thing, and that can exhaust you. But if you just have the attitude of that's what life is made of, you know, it's made of overcoming and it's made of challenge, then you learn to see challenge as living itself rather than as the thing in the way of living. So yeah. Let's see, at times, but coping with it. Oh, you're talking about the anxiety trait, right? Yo, Kirkilo, I see you in there. The pressure given with your parents wanting to succeed and living off of you at times in terms of wealth so far, right? Okay. That's an interesting situation. I don't think that's a situation many people can relate to. I don't know your situation in particular, but yeah, I wish you all the best, man. Wish you all the best. Wait, you're saying NW meant no worries? Okay, I just didn't understand given the context, because you're saying like turkey Twizzlers. You're saying primary school is NW, so you're saying primary school is no worries. Okay, that makes sense. Fair. You stole your beard. Soon looks more like LeBron James. Disagree wholeheartedly. Oh yeah, In Love with Summer. You see Madeline just sent you the link. So yeah, there we go. All right, what is the next dilemma? What's the next one? Someone said I'm the best person ever. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's not a dilemma. That's actually all good. So thank you. Oh, what? I feel bad about kicking my neighbor's dog because that dog bit my 3-year-old. Am I in the wrong? Did the dog just bite your 3-year-old and then you kicked it? I mean, in my opinion, that's fair game. The dog is biting your child. You need to get the dog off your child. Freaking yeet it out of there. I mean, I think that's fine. If the dog bit your kid and then like in response to that, like it's already let go and then in response you kick it, I can understand the anger towards the animal. And you know, I don't want to say you're in the wrong or in the right, but it's a natural thing that when someone hurts you or hurts someone, you want to retaliate to them, whether it be a person or an animal. So I get that. If the dog like bit your kid like last week and then you spot the dog on the street and then you go up to it and you kick it, you might be in the wrong for that one, I'm not gonna lie. So I think it's a timing thing. Overall. But yeah, what do people in the chat think? It's like my dog used to say, with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, bruh. Can't lie, up your jumper game. Dude, this is the therapist jumper, okay? Please. You're protecting your 3-year-old. Did Foxy make that one? I know, right? I love dogs, but it's getting unted 3 miles east. Oh, man. Fam rings RSPCA right after. Bruh. As Doggy 890, I'ma stay neutral for this question. If I bit your kid, then you kicked it when it wasn't currently biting her, you're in the wrong because the dog stopped. Just shout a bit. I mean, it's a lot different it being a person, I suppose. Did the dog have a reason for biting the kid? Kid's like 3 years old. I mean, I don't so maybe a 3-year-old kid can like what, annoy a dog, play with its tail, all that stuff. Generally speaking, if the dog is likely, and they said it's the neighbor's dog. All right, so with the whole thing of it being the neighbor's dog, I would question, you know, how did that situation happen where the dog was actually able to bite the kid? You know, were they together? Did you think the dog was friendly? How familiar are you with this dog? You know, it's questions. It's questions. We don't know the full situation. But yeah. Overall, I'm not gonna blame a 3-year-old kid for getting bitten by a dog. Like, yeah. So yeah. But yeah, we don't know the exact scenario here either. Can we get the dog a one-way ticket to Egypt to die in thirst? Bruh. Okay. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine the kid pulled a knife on the dog or something. Luckily, the kid just annoyed the crap out of it. Most likely, that's what happened. Yeah. The 3-year-old should have fought back. When my nephew first came to stay at our house, he would climb on the dog and hold onto her and pull her tail. Eventually, she got fed up and barked at him. And that's a fair response. That's a fair response. Barking, you know. But yeah, you don't want dog biting. You know, you could pass on. Not saying that dogs would have rabies, but you can pass on all sorts of stuff in it. So, yeah. 3-year-old just turns to Cobra Kai, beats it up. Are you American? Shoot the neighbor, bruh. Take the dog to McDonald's, get it a Happy Meal, and become besties. Bruh. That makes no sense. Speaking of McDonald's Monopoly is back. Has anyone won anything good? I actually got McDonald's for the first time in a very long time the other day, and I won what's it? I think I won 6 chicken McNuggets. Let me check. Let me see. So yeah, I've got it, as you can see. Wait. Got to do the influencer makeup thing. Yeah, you see I've got it. Yeah, 6 chicken McNuggets or a double cheeseburger, but as you guys know, I don't. Oh, I'm not gonna show you actually. Before you redeem my code. No. But yeah, I don't like cheese on burgers, so I'm gonna get the 6 nuggets. So yeah. All right, next dilemma. What we got? Okay. What do I do when someone takes the entire blanket in the bed, but they are sleeping? I am cold. Listen, right? When you're in this scenario where you're sharing the blanket and you don't want to be cold and they have the whole blanket, but you don't want to wake them up, you gotta... You know what I mean? Like, sometimes they just gotta wake up, because it's one of those things, right? What, are you just gonna be cold? Nah, you gotta get that blanket. You gotta get that blanket. If it's big enough. If it's not big enough, try and see if you can find another blanket, honestly. Like, if it's 2 people in a bed, it might be better just to have two blankets. I think that's ideal. Have 2 blankets, you know, 2 duvets. That might get a little bit too hot, but whatever. But yeah, like, I freaking pull that blanket. Don't take it off of them. It needs to be big enough for the 2 of you, or however many are in the bed, right? But yeah, don't be afraid to wake them up. What are you gonna do? Freaking get hypothermia? What would they rather? Would they rather wake up and it's like, oh, you need the blanket, okay? Or they wake up well rested, they had a blanket all to themselves, they look over to their side, they see a corpse that has just died from hypothermia. Like, you know what I mean? I think there's a clear answer here. Take the freaking blanket. So yeah, see me, why have I opened the stream to you grunting? You never know what you're gonna get, 50. Welcome to the stream. Get 2 blankets. That is my ultimate suggestion. I have already frozen 2 weeks ago, but thanks anyways. Listen, this advice is timeless. I hate sharing blankets with people anyway. Yeah. I don't want to feel them touch me and have nowhere to go. What? If you're under the same blanket? I mean, I guess, yeah. 2 blankets. I just let my wife have it. When you're married, you let your wife be happier. All right, Foxy, we believe you. Next dilemma. This is interesting. I thought at first this person was just referencing me, but it doesn't seem like it. I have a YouTube channel that I started 11 years ago. That's why I thought they were talking about me at first. It used to be a mostly free channel where I'd post literally whatever and put it out there. But ever since my sister found it, I feel significantly more limited with what I can put out there, causing me to basically have half my channel be unlisted. Should I just start over? So my thoughts are, you know, you're using this channel just to upload videos. Maybe it's just videos from your life. Maybe it's just random ideas. You're just uploading videos, but because your sister found it, you are uncomfortable with her seeing certain videos and you're unlisting them. When you make a video public, you're opening it up to the whole world to watch, right? So if there is a video that's out there where it's like, really, I'd be quite uncomfortable with this person, whether it's a specific person or a type of person, you know, so if it's just family in general or a specific family member, I'd be uncomfortable with them watching it. I don't think that's a video you should make public, because as a public video, anyone can see it, right? So don't put anything out there that you're not actually okay with anybody seeing. So, you know, if you're just uploading the videos to have a log for yourself, so you have these videos, and you don't just want to keep them on your computer, you want to put them on YouTube, then yeah, just make them unlisted. I think that's fine. So I would need to know the reasoning for making them public. Like, if you're just uploading videos for the fun of it, do you actually have a hope that some of them will get viewed by other people? Because I think if you have that hope, you need to be open to people seeing it. Like, you can't restrict virality. If something blows up and gets a lot of views, you can't be like, I only wanted to get a lot of views from these people. It's open to everybody. Anyone can see it. So I think that's something you have to consider. If you start over, as you've asked if you should do, if you start over, is it going to be the same thing where it's public? Because your sister can find that too, you know? So that's something I think about. Like, why are you actually uploading these videos? And if you want to keep doing what you're doing, but you just know that certain videos you don't want, you know, certain people to see, then just make them unlisted. You know, I don't think there's a big problem with that. So yeah, that's what I think. You can't restrict virality, doctors, right now. I'd make a video talking about my sister's epic fail, so it'd be brutally murdered, but it would be worth it, dude. Just go ahead and keep posting. Your sister can deal with it. Make a diss track on your sister. Let's see. I would make a video. Oh wait, no, I already read that one. Which one did I miss? In love with Summer, saying, at the same time though, it makes me cringe when my sister watches my TikTok, even though there's nothing I don't want her to see. See, now that's fair. That's fair, right? Like, even though it's public and you're okay with everyone seeing it, it is still gonna be, you'll feel a certain way when certain people see it, right? Like, you know, I mean, for me and my channel, I wanted everybody. There was no person I didn't want to watch my stuff. But, you know, I do know that for some people, it's like, yeah, I make videos, I put them out in public. But if I stumbled upon, you know, one of my friends watching my videos, I'd cringe a bit. I'd be like, oh, I didn't want you to watch this, but okay. So I get that. But as far as just a whole, you know, you make something public, the public have access to it. So keep that in mind whenever you upload anything. I would make videos exposing my sister's Club Penguin info. I mean, you might get a privacy strike for that, I'm not gonna lie. Might be a bit of a dilemma. Submit it in not a therapist. So yeah. Let's see. Holy crap, this is long. What the flip is this, man? Oh, this is a longer one. Give me a second. Ha! Damn it, I don't even have tissue. I'm gonna be right back, okay? I'm gonna be right back and then we're gonna tackle this freaking dilemma, okay? Give me a second. Okay. All right, doggy, enjoy. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Tamago, big fan. I've got a dilemma here. Oh, thanks for being a fan. I appreciate that. I've got a dilemma here that happened a week ago. I hope you can help me with. So I have a friend group of 4, and me and someone else were going home from school. He made a sex joke, and as a joke, I sprayed him with the drink I bought. A lot more of it came out than I thought it would, and apparently he was allergic to it. So first off, when you say you sprayed him with the drink you bought, do you mean that like you had it in your hand and you sprayed him with it like that? Or was it in your mouth and you sprayed it as though you were like, you know, you spit out your drink because you were laughing? Is that what you did? That's the first thing I'd want to know. A lot more of it came out than I thought it would, and apparently he was allergic to it. Apparently his ear was stinging for 3 days. I apologized many times, but now he hates my guts. He blocked me on every social media platform, never talks to me ever, and now is making rumors about me, and whenever I go to try to talk to him, he pushes me. The other 2 people are still very good friends with me, and I honestly think... Yo, Min Max Show, thank you very much for the raid. I do appreciate it. We're currently doing Not a Therapist, !NAT in the chat to check out, or to submit your dilemmas or whatever. And I will try to provide some advice. I'm not a therapist though, so I cannot be held liable for anything that may occur as a result of following any advice given. Thank you very much. So yeah, the other 2 people are still very good friends with me, and I honestly think he's being a bit over dramatic about it, but I am not sure what to do. Okay, so yeah, the first thing I would question is that idea of, did you spray him with a drink that was in your mouth? Because that is not cool. That is freaking nasty. That's actually disgusting. Especially because you say you did it as a joke, right? So it wasn't even an accident. Like, you intentionally sprayed him, right? That is nasty, man. So I would hope that's not what you did. If that's what you did, that's a major L. You just need to accept he's going to be pissed with you for a bit. It might not last forever, but you got to give him time, all right? He's going to be pissed. If you just, like, you know, threw your drink on him, that's also annoying. Like, you don't have to do that, man. Like, why are you throwing a drink on someone? That's like, you got to know some boundaries, you know? Like, don't throw a drink on your friend. Like, don't throw a drink on anybody. Like, either way, I know you did it as a joke, but come on, man. Like, it's not even water. It's like a proper drink that now he's going to be sticky. Like, you got to be more considerate than that overall. You got to be more considerate. He got an ear infection. That sucks. Obviously, you didn't intend for that to happen, but it's one of these things. This situation wouldn't have occurred had you not done what you did. So it's just one of those things. Don't beat yourself up over it, but in the future, just be like, you know what? It would be funny if I did that, but there are consequences to actions, and this person is my friend. I don't want to put them through anything, even if it's just as inconvenient as, oh, now I have a stain on my clothes. Like, I don't want to do that to you, so I'm not gonna do that, you know? Like, just be cool, be cool. Now, as far as, like, you know, him being upset with you, sometimes a person's just gonna be upset, and you have to let them be upset, you know? They've blocked you on social media. All right, that sucks. You don't want to be blocked by your friend on social media, but they're upset. You gotta understand that, and you just gotta kind of let it go. You just gotta be like, listen, I am open to talk when you are. I apologize. You know, I'm assuming... you say you apologize many times. What I find, at least, and because you say this is from school, so I'm assuming we're talking like teenager here. What I find is that sometimes people just need like time to cool off, right? Right now, every time he thinks about you, he just thinks about his ear infection, especially if he still has the ear infection. You know, he's got that constant reminder of what you did. You just got to give him time to cool off. And remain open yourself. Like, yo, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, can we be cool again? Please, let's be cool again. Eventually it'll come back, you know? Like, I've had a situation where one time I was trying to prank my friend, right? He had an ice slushie in his hand, but I didn't know because I came up to him from behind. So I tried to prank him by grabbing him at the back and trying to like scare him. Dude ended up pouring his ice slushy all over himself. And he was pissed with me. He was pissed. Very good friend of mine. This guy was pissed with me. He was pissed. And it's also because he was going through some other stuff in his life as well. So he really didn't need me to add on to that. I was so sorry. But for a bit, he was like, nah, F you, man. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. But I knew that eventually it would mend. Because it was one of those things. Like, I didn't mean to do that to you. And you know I have no ill will. We're really good friends. So, you know, I knew he'd come around. I can't remember how long it took. But eventually he came around. And yeah, I mean, I've known the guy for like 10 years. Like, we're good friends. Like, so it's chill. It's chill. So you know what I mean? Like, it happens. Don't think that the friendship is over. But you just have to accept that sometimes a person's going to be like, all right, I need time to cool off. So yeah, that's at the end of the day, it's just another story. Exactly. It'll just be another story. Like, you remember that time? So yeah, I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be all right. Imagine being allergic couldn't be me. He has the right to be mad, but spreading rumors is just trashy. Oh, I even forgot about the rumors part. Okay, he's now making rumors about me. So him spreading rumors, I actually completely forgot about that part. Him spreading rumors, that's not cool. Like, come on, bro. What's he doing? What's he doing? That's not cool. I would also chalk that up to, you know, when you're young, when you're a kid, you do dumb stuff. You know, I don't know what the severity of the rumors are and how that's affecting you. But yeah, it's not cool that he's doing that either. So I think he has some apologizing to do himself. And so hopefully in time that will happen. So yeah. Still, blocking them on social media and starting rumors is dramatic. Plus they were walking home, so he could just go home and shower. Right. Blocking on social media, to me, I don't find that dramatic. I'm just like, whatever, bro. You blocked me on Twitter. Oh. Ooh. But if that's a big deal to you, then I can understand. That's like, yo, man, you freaking. But again, like, it's, you know what? I will say it is dramatic because it's like, who cares? You blocked me on Twitter. Why? But again, this is like teenage stuff. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. No, Twitter. That's where I live when I'm at home. You know what? Fair. So yeah. Thanks for submitting the dilemma. Hope you guys get on good terms soon. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got. I'm tired, I'm unmotivated, and I've tried a lot of tricks and advice, but they only help in the short term. I'm unmotivated to learn, be creative, even with my editing and art projects. Unmotivated for pretty much everything, aside from a bit of exercise. I'm not even sad, just never feeling it. And then you say, and by the way, hey, it's me, Ibsy. I'll be back from stream soon. Please don't worry about me too much. I'm still doing fine physically and for the most part mentally. You know, there are times, what I'd say is like, motivation is something that is not a consistent thing. It's a thing that kind of comes in and out. You're saying that you've tried a lot of tricks and advice and they only help in the short term. What I find personally is that when it comes to finding the solution to like a problem that just has to do with your daily, everyday life, like motivation, there's really not going to be one solution. Crap, I just realized my fan was on, but it was closed. So I haven't even been feeling the cooling sensation. That's just been a waste of electricity. I'm turning that off right now. Anyway. Dude, I've been live for an hour with that fan. Anyway, with motivation and stuff like that, okay, yeah. What I'll say is like, when it comes to the tricks and tips and advice, you're not going to find a solution that works and then works forever. I find that like when it comes to solutions to things like this, you find things that work for a bit, but you have to keep being creative. Okay, this is only going to work for a certain amount of time. Then I got to find a different way to do it. Then I got to find a different way to do it. Like life is like this dynamic thing where it's not like you find a solution and then it's good. You're always finding new ways to motivate yourself. You're always finding new ways to get yourself to have the energy to do the things you want to do. On a base level, there are some things you can do to just have the base level energy. And this is assuming you don't already have like certain, conditions which just make it harder in general. Depression just makes that thing harder in general. Just in general, like being motivated when you're going through depression, that's really hard. So the main thing to focus on is treating that first, and not beating yourself up for, the times when you're not able to do things. Because it's like, listen, you have this thing. Like, it's like you're trying to skip over the problem so you can say, no. There's a problem here. You got to deal with that first. But let's just say in general, okay, it's a bit ironic because I was about to say, exercising, and you say that you're unmotivated for pretty much everything aside from a bit of exercise. But in general, doing some regular exercise, nothing too heavy, but just some regular exercise, trying to eat decently well. You don't have to be on this crazy diet or whatever. Just making sure you're getting your, carbohydrates, your protein and your fat in a good ratio, and trying to eat somewhat regularly, and not taking in too many unhealthy things in general. That's good. And looking after yourself, your hygiene, all that stuff. Doing that stuff in general will help you feel better about yourself. And even if you're not then motivated to do all these extra things, at least you've done a good job taking care of yourself. And I think fundamentally that is like the base level of what you really need to do. I mean, that's what I personally think. I think if you're at least just taking care of yourself, okay, you're not a failure just because you didn't do 1,000,001 other things. Now you want the motivation to be creative and, do all these art projects and all that. It can be tricky. Motivation's a tricky thing. Honestly, it's a really tricky thing. When motivation fails, often it's discipline that needs to take its place. So, okay, I don't feel like doing this thing, but I'm gonna like force myself to do it. And that's something that's easier for other people to do than others. Some people are really good at getting themselves to do things they really don't want to do, and other people aren't as good with it. And it's about finding where you fit on that kind of spectrum, right? As far as like what advice can I give, I feel like all I'd be able to say are more tricks and tips. The thing of like, okay, try it for 5 minutes. By the time you've tried it for 5 minutes, if you still don't want to do it, you can stop. But again, that's just another trick and a tip, you know what I mean? So it's like, you've just got to be willing to try all sorts of different things, mix and match. What worked today might not work tomorrow, but that's fine because at least it worked for a day. Then you try something else. Just try not to lose your willingness to try, at least. And also accept that some days are just gonna be lazy days. You ain't gonna do anything, and it is what it is. I had a couple of those days this week so far. I was like, bruh, I didn't do what I needed to do today. And it's like, it happens. You forgive yourself, you move on, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, was there anything I missed? Yeah. Don't beat yourself up too much. Up too much. I think you're gonna be able to pull this off. Okay, that's it. Let's see what people in the chat are saying. Surplus, yes, ! NAT in the chat. Thank you, Madeline. We appreciate you. Just stop being sad, lol, bruh. If you don't think you're depressed, you'll be depressed. Placebo, so don't be depressed, bruh. Simi, can you whistle through your fingers? I've tried to do that. I cannot do that. I've actually tried to learn how to do that a few times. I can't do it. I think eventually I could, but it doesn't matter to me that much. And I see that Stretch has been redeemed, so let's go. Oh man, it's hot in here. I turned my fan back on. Holy crap. Doggy saying, think about why you started. That helps me with motivation. I think that's a really big thing. Yeah. Something from this is like, alright, it's from Better Call Saul, but I like it so much. Mike said, in a situation where you know, he was in a situation where it required a lot of willpower, you know, and Jimmy asked him, he was like, yo, how do you have the will to go on? And Mike said, because I know what it's for. And I think that's a big thing. When you know why you're doing something, that's something you can use to remind yourself, okay, I know what it's for. This is why I'm working this harder. This is why I'm doing this. I know what it's for. When you forget why you're doing a thing, it can be harder to actually justify continuing to suffer through it. So yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing. Is this Will any? And then you have a picture of some like square-headed emote. Okay. Dilemma, my back hurts. That's peak. That's peak. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Bro, getting life advice on Better Call Saul. I feel like you can glean lessons from all media. All media has a lesson that you can take away. Well, not every single thing put out. Some things are just rubbish, right? But you can find lessons in interesting places. Someone asked what dilemma we're on. That was just 196, the one we just went to. And now we're going on to next. So let's see. I have an army of geese hunting me down. What should I do? Godspeed. Can't help you with that one. Interesting. I'm one of those people who has a lot of interests but never develops any of them. Do you have tips or technique on any way of picking which interests I should work on? So it seems like you have too many options to actually cope with. I would say don't try to make the right decision. Literally pick one. Pick one and ignore the others. Because you're saying you have a lot of interests but you don't develop any of them, right? So let's say you're interested in knitting, you're interested in learning how to play the guitar, you're interested in learning how to paint with acrylic paint, you're interested in starting a YouTube channel, you're interested in like all these different things. Literally write them all down on separate pieces of paper, shuffle them about, pick one, and then just do that one. Do it and commit to it for a certain amount of time. Maybe just be like, I'm gonna actually do this thing for like a month and nothing else, like no other interests or hobbies. I'm gonna just do it for a month. And then, you know, you'll see where it goes. If you really like it, keep doing it. If you're like, not that into it, then stop. At least you actually tried it. A lot of times when you're bogged down with so many like decisions, the reason why it takes a while to actually make a decision is because you're worried about making the wrong decision. But we're talking about interests and hobbies here. Like, there's no wrong decision. There's no wrong decision. You know, like don't think about it too far ahead in the future. Oh, if I did this, okay, wait. So if I could do painting, but what if guitar is what I really should have done? I could have become a rock star. It's like, listen, thinking too far ahead. Just do one. Just do one. It's a hobby. It's meant to be fun. Relax. Do one, and then when you're done, we can do another one. That's what I think. Guys, starting with you're interested in knitting. What's wrong with that? That's the first thing you think of. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with knitting? Dude, I'm literally wearing a jumper. You're confused as to why I thought of knitting? Come on, dude. The hell? What's going on? Invest all of your money into one and then you have to develop it. Madeline is also not a therapist. I would like to point that out. Bro's explaining gambling. Explaining gambling? How? Wait, I'm trying to think. How could what I just said translate into gambling? Pick one. Like pick one on the roulette wheel? I don't get it. What? Nooch, was that actually your one? I'm glad that helped. Let's freaking go. Did you knit that jumper? I didn't knit it, but come on, dude. Hobbies cost money. Not all of them, and not that much, you know. So yeah, a lot of hobbies have a starting cost, right? A lot of hobbies have a starting cost. not all hobbies have a starting cost. I mean, and a hobby doesn't even have to be something crafty, something you're making. A hobby can just be something that I wanna do some reading. I wanna go on runs. You know, like you can use resources like reading, local library, runs. Okay, you might need a pair of running shoes, but then once you get those, you just go on a run. You know, it doesn't always cost money, and a lot of hobbies don't cost much money either as well. So yeah. Yo, Noel saying, or Noel, let me know how to pronounce it, saying, hey, this is my first stream and you are my favorite YouTuber. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming through. Juggling doesn't cost. Yeah, you just gotta find some things to juggle and then you've got it. I think he means the gambler's fallacy. The more you invest in it, the more you think you can't get out of it. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Is that actually the gambler's fallacy? I thought the gambler's fallacy was that if you win a lot, you're more likely to win again, or if you've lost a lot, it increases the chances that the next one is going to be a win. I thought that was the gambler's fallacy. Sorry, let me just see. Okay, wait. The gambler's fallacy is the belief that the probability for an outcome after a series of outcomes is not the same as the probability for a single outcome. Okay, okay, yeah. But I still get what you mean though, Nooch. I still get what you mean. But yeah. Yeah, the gambler's fallacy is like, okay, I lost 5 times in a row. So that means the next one can't be a loss. That's gotta be a win. And it's like, yeah, it's a loss, mate. My hobby is watching Tamago 24/7, and that is perfectly fine. That is A-okay. Invest in knitting like how people invested in Squid Coin. If anyone doesn't know, Squid Coin was a cryptocurrency based on Squid Game, had absolutely no affiliation to Squid Game whatsoever, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. So yeah. Sunk cost fallacy. Nooch, yeah, that's what that is. Sunk cost fallacy. You're right. You're right. Okay, let's see what the next did I answer this one? I did. Let's see what the next one is. Okay, wait, what is this? I've been obsessed with chess and Japanese mahjong lately, as well as amazing gambling animes called Kaiji Ultimate Survivor and Akaji the Genius, who descended into the darkness. Granted, I don't actually gamble with real money, but if it comes to that point, or I'm in a gambling death game, like Squid Game or the aforementioned Kaiji, what should I do? What? What should you do? Wait, okay. So you have developed an interest. I mean, okay, you're obsessed with chess and Japanese mahjong. So, you know, those are just games. But there are also gambling animes. I don't know what that means. Like, what is a gambling show? Like, a show about a gambler? Like someone who's just like very lucky? I think shows based on gambling, I've never seen that before. But a show typically will glorify the thing it's about, right? Typically, not always. I might not even say typically, but sometimes a show can glorify the thing it's about. Crime shows, for example, glorify crime. They make it kind of look kind of sweet, right? And so it can be a thing where because you've seen a show, you might not see gambling as dangerous a thing as it really is. If you think that you are actually getting tempted to gamble when you wouldn't have otherwise, it might be best to like stop watching those shows. And it's not a thing of like depriving yourself of something you like, but it's more so you have to understand that our behavior is shaped by what we consume. And so you have to like parent yourself in a way and monitor what you're consuming and the effect it's having on your behavior. I think there is a sense that, oh, I can like watch this stuff and I'm still me. It's not gonna affect me. Like I'm strong enough, I'm mentally strong enough to not be affected by the things I watch. But honestly, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true for anyone. I think everybody gets affected by what they consume. The way they're affected might not always be the same, but either way, like, you know, the whole point of stories are to impact us, right? And so you have to decide, are you okay with the impact this story might have on you? So if you're worried that you might actually get into gambling as a result of watching these shows, you might want to stop watching them. Like, to be honest, you actually might want to stop watching them. I don't think you're gonna find yourself in a gambling death game. I'm gonna keep it 100%. I don't think you're gonna find yourself in Squid Game anytime soon. If you find yourself in Squid Game, win. I mean, win. Like, what else can I say? Like, so yeah, those are my thoughts. What does walk the bear mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Pepper, what's good? Welcome to the stream. I made this one. Last part was more of a joke. Ah, okay. I get you. I get you. Look at me and Family Guy hasn't affected me one bit. Madeline saying retire, Simi. Wait, retire from therapy or retire? Wait, what did I say that I could have retired from? What did I say? What should I retire from? Funny enough, I believe this is a theme for the bonus games. Gambling. This is the theme for the bonus games. Huh? I'm confused, bro. Mad confused. If you find yourself in Squid Game, win. Simi Adeshina 2022. It's true. It's true. Retire from life, bro. Retire from therapy. Listen, I'm not a therapist. I have nothing to retire from. I'm not a therapist. Not a therapist here. Come on. Come on. Next dilemma. I always lose my voice during these, man. Talking too much. Both sides of my pillow are hot, and I can't get another pillow. Help me. I am in danger. That's peak. That's peak. Relatable. Relatable. I want a Tamago 24/7 for keychain, but I don't know where to find it. I am in complete distress right now. Exclamation point merch. Exclamation point drip. Exclamation point shop in the chat. shoptamago.com. Get yourself a Tamago 24/7 for keychain. Free delivery worldwide. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Happy to help you with that dilemma. Happy to help. Oh god, this is long. I beg, what does peak mean? Oh, it means unfortunate. Whenever I say that's peak, I'm saying that is unfortunate. But you kind of say it. It's like British slang, or at least, I mean, I'm British, so I know it as British slang. But you wouldn't say it for something that is actually really sad. Like, someone wouldn't be like, oh dude, my mother died, and you'd be like, oh, that's peak. You would not use it in that situation. It's more so like, that's peak, but in a bit of a funny way. But you can use it like, oh man, I fell off the roof. Like, oh, that's peak, man. Things that aren't that deep, but like are still kind of deep, you can say peak. So yeah. Okay. What? Let me just scan this. Okay, let's go. Let's do this one, sure. Hi, long time lurker here. Sorry for the incoming paragraphs. It's okay. I think my best friend still likes me. I'm straight, she's gay. I don't care and have never been creeped out. I'm happily single and have never really liked anyone, so there's not a future for us. In March, she kissed me and I never said anything, even though I should have. I hate confrontation. I still treat her the exact same as I do all of our other friends. The only thing that's changed is I don't touch her as much as I used to, because I don't want to be confusing. She hasn't tried anything again. It's been many months and I feel like she's gotten the hint, but there's a ton of little things. I can feel her staring at me when we go on drives. She seems invested in my potential dating life. She leans on me when we sit next to each other, etc. On one hand, it's normal to have a crush on someone you're close to, so I don't blame her for that. I'm sure she'll meet someone else to like at some point. On the other hand, I don't like how long it's taking for her to meet other people. Lol, alright. I still love her, of course, and don't want to hurt her. I know it's her problem to work out. My final question is, should I just ask/talk to her about it, so I can give her the direct communication she probably needs to move on? It seems like the answer should be yes, but I wonder if letting her get over it on her own would better preserve our friendship. Okay, this is this is a very interesting scenario, and I'm sure it's one that is fairly common as well. You know, my thinking is that the best thing is to have that conversation, you know. And I understand you thinking, okay, it'd be better if she got over it on her own, then we wouldn't have had to have that awkward conversation. But if you are really feeling like, you know, she's pining over you and it's causing you some distress, maybe not necessarily because making you uncomfortable, but more so because you know that, you know, you can't give her what she wants, and you kind of don't want her to have that feeling of, oh, maybe there's a chance, you know what I mean? Because that can, you know, that can hold someone back from maybe, you know, pursuing other options or whatever. I think what I would say is, yeah, have the conversation. Just be like, listen, like, I have a feeling you have a crush on me. I don't know if that's true. I just have a feeling, but I just want to tell you, like, it's not really gonna happen like that. I see you as a friend, a good friend. I love you, but it's not gonna be like that. And then give her the opportunity to actually speak on how she feels. You know, you never know how a person's gonna respond. You know her way better than anyone here could. So you may know how she's more likely to respond. But I always opt closer to the side of communication rather than holding back and not saying something. So if this is something that, you know, you want to get off your chest, I think that's for the best. I think that's for the best. And what I think is, like, if you're like really good friends, you know, you started off as friends, right? So I wouldn't see it. And granted, it's not me. I'm not your friend in this situation. But if we started off as friends, I wouldn't see it as, you know, losing something. It's just that I'm not, you know, getting that more than friendship that I might have desired. But, you know, we were friends when we started. You know, the only real thing that would change that is if your friend always had a crush on you. Like, it was never casual to them. If they always had a crush on you, then it'd be like, oh, okay. Overall, I'd still have that conversation. And I've just read, you said it's your best friend, so obviously that even makes it harder. Have the conversation. Have the conversation just so she knows, and set, you know, what are your personal boundaries, I guess. You know, it seems you don't. Do you mind her touching you? Do you mind her doing this thing? Because, you know, every friendship is different. So, you know, what are your boundaries? Make sure those are set in place, just so that it's known. And it will be awkward. It's gonna be awkward. I don't think there's a way you're gonna have a conversation like this and it's not a little bit uncomfortable. But I think in the long term, it's better. You can always just be like, yo, I'll leave it and maybe she'll move on. You can do that. You can do that. But you have to understand, you've set no actual thing in place for her behavior to change at all. So if you're okay with the behavior not changing, then you can just leave it. But if you want the behavior to change, you've got to, like, there's got to be a catalyst. So I think have the conversation is what I'd say. Let's see what the chat is saying. Simi is not a good relationship therapist. I'm sorry. I think what I said was pretty sound, to be fair. But whatever. Let's see. Happened to me before, except with my brother's girlfriend. Oh, damn. You had a crush on your brother's girlfriend? Yeah. That sounds like a situation. Simi friend zoning. I mean, listen. This is... You gotta friend zone sometimes. I mean, listen, like, it's... If you want someone to be your friend and you're not looking for someone more, you gotta put them in the friend zone. Like, it is what it is. Simi has gone friend zoned all the time. Have I? I have never had, like, a crush past primary school. So, no. I guess in primary school, I would... No, but it's like... I wouldn't describe myself as having been in the friend zone, because I've never really had a crush on someone I was friends with. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Listen, right, it ain't happening. Mic drop. If no one does posture check, then Tamago will get chronic back pain. I'm sorry, is my posture not okay for you? Is that not alright? Let's see. God of War soon. Yeah, in November. Looking forward to it. Oh, the girlfriend had a crush on you. Oh, that makes it way worse. Oh, crap. Okay, then. Your primary school crush literally created your entire career. Without her, you wouldn't have your name. I wouldn't have the 24/7 part of my name. All right? I wouldn't have that. Oh, man. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. Best of luck with what you decide to do, whether you decide to have the conversation or not. Best of luck. I hope you're able to work something out and maintain your friendship. But yeah, I feel like, you know, you're best friends. You're gonna be able to work it out. You'll be able to work it out. Get rickrolled in Arabic. Okay, someone did the lyrics to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up in Arabic. Lovely. Okay, let's see. I feel like I am wasting life sometimes. Every day I just watch YouTube. I feel kind of upset and disappointed that I didn't do something more productive. How do I make it feel like every day counts? By the way, great job on the videos. They're really good. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. It seems I might be contributing to the problem that you have. Anyone watching the stream that's not familiar with me on YouTube, !YouTube in the chat. You can see that just because I know we got raided, so maybe there's some people that don't know. So yeah, this is sort of similar to the motivation one, I think. But I'm gonna tackle more of the idea of I feel like I am wasting my life. So yeah, I think like very many people can relate to that feeling of, you know, there are certain things I feel like I could be doing better things with my time. You know, maybe you spend the whole day binge watching a TV show or watching YouTube or being on TikTok or playing video games or any one of these other pastimes which are really engaging, but ultimately you feel like you've had no output. You've just been like consuming a lot of things. I think that it's fine to have those days, even those weeks, sometimes even those months. It happens, and there's a multitude of reasons why that can happen, but sometimes it's just like, yo, that's just what I did today. I just freaking watch YouTube all day. I understand the feeling of being upset as well. You can feel guilty. You know, it's like I was gonna do this thing and instead I spent 8 hours watching YouTube. Now it's the end of the day and I'm even tired. All I did was watch YouTube. Why am I tired? But it happens. I think like fundamentally self-compassion and being able to actually be like, listen, yeah, I might not have been the most productive, but it doesn't make me a bad person. Fundamentally, understanding that is a good basis, because you don't really want to be tackling things from a point of shame. Like, okay, I'm going to shame myself into being productive. It can work. I don't think it's the best place to tackle it from. So that's why I'd say for that, like the idea of wasting your life, you know, your life is yours to waste, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying you should waste your life. I'm just saying like, it's your life. Like, you don't have to, because you see other people being productive. Oh, I've got to be like that too. You don't. There are basic things of, obviously, you know, if you don't make enough money to, like, I don't know, pay for your housing, you're gonna be out of housing. Like, there are certain things where you do actually have to like take care of certain responsibilities, but once those basics are taken care of, you know, it's okay to not be like this super productive, I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning, hit the gym, blah blah blah, doing all this. It's okay to not do that stuff. Now, you also ask, how do I make it feel like every day counts? You will not. Not to shoot you down, but every single day counts. So what I get from that is you want every single day to feel like significant, right? And I just, hey, maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think that's like really what life is, right? I consider life as more of the culmination of all the time, rather than every day you've got to kill it, right? Every day you got to do this, every day, you know. What I would say is rather just kind of, what kind of general goals would you like to hit? And these aren't, you know, you choose what the goals are. Like, what would you like to do? and then just work towards that. Some days are going to be like super productive. Some days are going to be like completely unproductive, but it's all about just working towards it, you know, as consistently as you can. You know, you don't, if you reach the end of the day and then, you know, you haven't done anything, you don't want to be like, oh, it's a waste of a day, I didn't make it count. Like, yo, like, even if you did spend a day watching those videos, yo, maybe you found some videos you really liked, you enjoyed those videos, and I think that's completely valid. And I don't think you should beat yourself up for being like, I didn't freaking make something, I didn't produce, I didn't make any money today, I didn't, you know, do this today. You know, the general consent or the general theme of what I'm saying is like, freaking go easy on yourself. Don't like beat yourself up too much. So yeah, like, you don't have to make every day count. But generally speaking, if you're able to set yourself a goal or something you like to do, maybe you're in school, you'd like to reach a certain, you know, grade in your classes, or you're at work and you're trying to maybe move into a career, or, you know, progress in your career, or whatever the hell you're doing. Maybe you're in neither, you're just trying to figure out what you really want to do with your life, I suppose. Give yourself like goals and targets, things that you think you can do in not like too long a time frame, something you think you could do like in a week or in a month, just so that you have something you can generally work towards. I mean, okay, I'm gonna push towards this bit by bit, and just understand some days are gonna be better than others, and that's just how it is. Life is just kind of like this, you know, and you just gotta enjoy the ride, or at least experience the ride. You don't have to like all of it, but experience the ride. So yeah. What we got in the chat? What are people saying? Welcome to all the first time chatters in the stream as well. Welcome. I'm just scrolling back so I can see what people are saying. Jay Sally, what's good? Become the Joker. What the flip? Let's see. I was in the same position. How I dealt with it, I just became a YouTuber, so now instead of watching, I'm creating, so I feel more purpose. So plus 55, you found a solution that works for you. Nice one, let's go, nice one. My school's on the SA list. I don't know what that is. SA list. Huh? I just googled that and I don't think that is what you meant. Maybe that's what you meant. Okay. Well, what I saw is that your school's on a list for like sexual assault. I'm just gonna assume that's not what you meant. But if it is what you meant, damn, bro. Sorry to hear that, bruh. Let's see, dude, I'm having one of those weeks with college and work and it sucks. You're just having one of those like weeks where things just aren't quite going right. I hope you get better weeks. I hope you get better weeks. It happens, but I'm wishing better weeks for you. Surplus, Knowles asked for your what's it called? Channel. Yeah, you can share it. No worries. You can share it. It's all good. The link will get filtered out, but yeah, I see that you've said it's called A Surplus of Stupidity. Yeah. You can share it. Go for it. Just because you mentioned it before and someone else is asking, so I'm reasonable. I consider the context. I'm reasonable. Let's see. Life is like a really long sitcom. Some days are absolute garbage. Some are incredible, and some are just all right. Yeah. You know, if you just think of it like, you know, if you can get most days being average, it's quite a dub, to be honest. You know what, most of your day, I mean, the average is determined by, you know, just your life. If you have a really like terrible life where bad things are happening every day, then your average day is still going to be terrible compared to, you know, someone whose average days are all right. But yeah, like, honestly, I feel like contentment is a perfectly reasonable level to strive for. Like, I just want to be all right, you know? I don't need to be on cloud 9 every day. Can I just be okay? So yeah. Barry Crab, what's good? Saying, I'm new here. The man gives legitimately good advice. Nice one. Thank you. I'm not a therapist though, but thank you. Whoa, Simi, watch that language. Can't say the HE double hockey sticks when the kids are watching. Where is Prez? What's up, Prez? Redeeming stretch. And I don't know if I did doggies hydrate, but I'll do that right now. All right, let's go. Let's go. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. We're good, man. All right. As a therapist, you do need some exercise. You think so, yeah? You think so? All right, then. Fair. Or is that just for the stretch in general? You just wanted me to get up and move around, which is fair. That's fair because, like, you know, I do be sitting in this chair a lot. So you're right. Thank you for looking out for my health. Oh, crap. All right. Hold on. This is a serious one. Okay. Yeah. No, we gotta tackle this. So, they marked it as this is serious. I'm scared I have testicular cancer. I fit in quite well with the symptoms, and I don't know how to bring it up with my parents. My parents are both doctors and would know, and I am too young to go to a GP by myself. You don't have to think of how to bring it up with your parents. Go to your parents, go to whichever one, both of them, it doesn't matter. Be like, hey, I genuinely think I might have testicular cancer. Can you, let's do something. Like, when it's something serious like that, you don't have to be embarrassed about the situation. It's serious, right? It's serious. Even if it turns out you don't have it, maybe you were just being a bit paranoid or whatever, it's not worth the risk of being like, oh, maybe I don't have it. You're afraid you may have it, right? So it's worth bringing up that concern with your parents. You're saying you're too young to go to a GP by yourself, but there's always a way to get in contact with a GP anyway, right? Because you can actually still contact a GP and then they will just refer you to your parents. So I think what I'm guessing here is that you're afraid to bring it up with your parents. Is the reason you're afraid to bring it up with your parents out of embarrassment of what it is? Because there's nothing embarrassing about testicular cancer. Like, obviously there's the whole meme of freaking balls and all that, like ball cancer, but like, no, like, you can get cancer anywhere, like, and your testicles are a place you can get it. So you want to take it seriously. Like, it's not, don't be embarrassed about any part of your body, especially when it's concerning your well-being and your health. Don't be embarrassed. Nothing embarrassing about it. Bring it up to your parents. And if you've said, I'm scared, you're scared, like, your parents shouldn't dismiss you, especially as doctors. They shouldn't dismiss you. So just be like, hey, I'm actually genuinely worried about this. Could you, like, book a GP appointment? Like, I'm genuinely worried. Like, what I'm saying is, don't be afraid to bring it up, and bring it up immediately. Like, genuinely, bring it up as soon as possible. As soon as possible. That's what I'd say to that. Yeah. I'm wishing you the best. I'm hoping you don't have it. But if it turns out you do have it, I'm hoping it's able to be treated swiftly. But yeah, don't waste any time. Don't waste any time. Bring it up with your parents. And yeah, for all the freaking testicle havers in the stream, check your eggs like this. Nah, don't do it like that. Don't do it. But check, you know what I mean? Like, just check. Like, this is how you check. Make sure there aren't any lumps, any kind of inconsistencies, abnormalities. Get that thing checked. Don't be embarrassed because it's your balls, guys. Listen, don't be embarrassed. Get it checked, okay? Come on. Don't be silly. Squish my balls? Dude, yes. What, you think you're gonna check and just, like, lightly touch? Freaking squish them. Don't freaking explode your balls. Yeah, don't do that. But genuinely, do check. There's nothing embarrassing about it. If there's something I can drive home, there's nothing embarrassing about any part of your body. There's nothing embarrassing about it, okay? So make sure you check yourself. Nah, bro, you said wank more in another stream, now this. There's context to that, and I think the advice was sound, okay? And what's wrong with this? What's wrong with checking your balls? There's nothing wrong with it. You guys absolutely 100% need to understand there is nothing embarrassing about it whatsoever, okay? Nothing embarrassing about it. Hope I'm sterile now. Oh man, I'm going to forever refer to a male as a testicle haver, thanks to you. Can you demonstrate the testing of testicular cancer? Not on camera. That is actually against Twitch's terms of service. But the OnlyFans is coming soon, so like, you know what I'm saying. Barry Crab saying go on the Min Max show. Yo, one day it'll happen. One day it'll happen. Trust. My grapes are loose. Okay, we're moving on to the next one. Whoever submitted this dilemma, I'm wishing all the best for you. Genuinely wishing all the best. Okay, wait. I feel like I only watch movies and play games just so I can get through it and have the satisfaction of saying I have watched it / played it rather than enjoying my time with it. Okay. Okay. So you feel that way. So you're feeling like you're not actually enjoying those things in the moment. So I would say, is it only movies and games that you feel that way for? Because if that's the case, you don't have to engage in those activities. If you don't actually enjoy watching movies, you don't actually enjoy playing games, then yeah, just stop doing it. Yeah, you might be out of the loop, like, oh, have you seen this movie? No, I haven't. But it's okay. It's okay to not, you know, be caught up with the latest games, the latest movies. I mean, I love movies and I'm not caught up with the latest movies, and I love games, and you guys see me on the stream. There's only so many games I can play. So yeah, like that's fine. If what you're describing is not just like movies and games, but in general, you feel like you don't do things for the sake of doing them. You kind of just do them so that they're done. Dude, I need water. My throat is so dry. But yeah, that is a more difficult thing, because, you know, what that says is that, you know, you have a hard time actually experiencing the joy of doing something intrinsically. You know, for you, everything is a means to an end. And so, you know, trying to find ways to be more present and find an appreciation of the thing in the moment, is what I would say you need to focus on more, you know? So let's just take the movie example, rather than being like, okay, this is a popular movie, I just want to know what the plot is, because that's basically what it means when it's like, I just want to say I've watched it so that you know the plot. Instead of just focusing solely on the plot, try to really appreciate the atmosphere that a movie creates. Try to, you know, appreciate the performances, the score, you know, the visuals, like really immerse yourself in the movie. But again, that's if you like movies. If it turns out, actually, I don't really like movies like that, then you don't have to watch the movies. You know, with games, dude, no point in playing a game you don't like playing. Like, there's really no point in that. So if you're playing a game and you're just not getting into it, you're not feeling it, stop playing the game. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Like, you want to find things where it's not about completing the thing that matters to you. It's actually the act of doing the thing that you derive joy from. And if you find that you're struggling to find joy in things you're doing, then try to explore a lot of different activities. If you're struggling to find joy in anything, or maybe you used to find joy in doing things and you no longer find joy in doing those things, then, you know, maybe there's something else going on. Maybe there's something bothering you which is keeping you distracted from enjoying what you used to enjoy. Or maybe you have some other condition. Maybe like you're going through depression, this and the other. I'm not trying to diagnose anyone with anything, but I'm just saying, like, there are different situations which can lead to outcomes in other things. You know, you're having this one issue, all of a sudden you can't enjoy video games, right? That can happen. So yeah, I try to cover multiple different sources of that. But yeah, overall, like, yo, if you know how to play movies and games and you find yourself just doing it so you can say you've done it, you don't have to do it. Like, just stop, relax. You can do something else. It's all good. All right, what we got? What are people saying? See, me watching Dune doesn't mean you're a movie connoisseur. I've actually not watched Dune. I've not watched that, so, you know. A severe case of FOMO. I said FOMO, like with a TH. Yeah. I can tell Simi is thinking it through. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, actual, like, answers to give, even though I'm not a therapist, but yeah. Kevin, what's good? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Wasn't that you when you were playing the Impossible Quiz, playing a game that I don't like? I was struggling through that game, but ultimately I wanted to complete it. If I didn't genuinely want to beat the game, I wouldn't have done it. So yeah, even when it looks like I'm not enjoying something, for me, and you guys, if you've been watching my streams for a while, you'll know this, I find it really hard to leave things unfinished. So even when it's past the point of enjoyment, I will still do it because I want to complete it, okay? I feel like I've proven that enough through my streams over the last, not even just the last like year and a half on Twitch, but even back when I was on Facebook, you know what I mean? So yeah. Didn't think I'd be home in time to catch a stream. Damn. Welcome, Kevin. Welcome. You remember my dilemma from a couple of weeks ago? It caused my school to add bully protection schemes. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's good. What is a bully ambassador? You tell me. But I mean, yeah, bullying is not good. So, you know, anything that can help prevent that is a good thing. Hopefully it's actually effective. Just because you watched Kick-Ass 2 doesn't make you a movie connoisseur. I wouldn't have thought. Kevin saying, finish this then, you coward, bro. My 2022 movies resolution list. Oh, man. The only movie you need to see is Family Guy movie, Stewie Griffin and the Untold Story. I'm pretty sure I've seen that. What, like, episode he meets his future self? Oh, yeah. I've seen that episode. I've seen that one. Yeah, I just saw it as, like, you know, they divided it into individual episodes, not as the movie. I just took the blame because my head of year... Alright, well, from what we heard of the story, we have differing views on the account, but yeah. I will let you believe what you want. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see what's next. I like to ask myself questions like what happens when the universe ends and don't sleep for like a month. Help. It can be annoying to be cozied up in bed, ready to go to sleep, and then your brain starts racing all these thoughts that keep you up. That's annoying. You know, you can practice stuff like meditation to sort of calm down your mind and sort of regulate your thoughts and, you know, make it so that your mind isn't racing so much. But if this isn't like specifically related to the sleep thing and you just find that existential questions worry you, that's totally normal. Actually, that's totally normal. Like, what happens when the universe ends? That is something that, you know, can be like, oh damn, I don't know. I think reaching a point where you are okay with not knowing the answer to things, that's a journey, but ultimately I think that is what is gonna help you best. Because okay, what happens when the universe ends? I don't know, and that's fine, and I don't really care either. Like, I don't really care, because it's like, I'm not gonna be here. No one I love is gonna be here by the time that happens. And it really doesn't concern me. Just like the creation of the universe wasn't any of my business. You know what I mean? So I think the existential questions can be fun. Don't stop asking them. But if you find they're worrying you a lot, sometimes, you know, you can just take it through like, okay, does this affect me now? Will it affect me later? Does it affect anyone I love? What really is the crux of this? So why am I worried? You know what? It's not that deep. And you can kind of let it go. You know, asking the questions can be fun, but training yourself to be able to let the questions go unanswered is an important skill so that you don't end up in thought loops that, you know, keep you up at night. Yeah, that's what I think. Mango winner, that was your one. Nice. What dilemma number are we on? We are on 209. When I started the stream, there were 201 dilemmas in total, and now there are 245. So 44 dilemmas have been added over the course of the stream, which is kind of nutty, to be honest. Kind of nutty. So yeah. Let's see. I'm a Christian, so even when I have these thoughts, it doesn't ever bother me. That can be a source of comfort as well. Spirituality, if you feel like you have an answer to certain questions, that can help a lot as well. So, you know, that's a big part of, you know, why a lot of people are spiritual, because it makes them more comfortable with the unknown because of the idea of, you know, another entity being in charge, right? But even if you don't find yourself to be religious, you know, being able to let go of that which you don't have control over is a big skill to have. So yeah. Every time my mind races with important questions about the world, I snap out of it myself, and then I'm like, damn, I'm tired, and pass out. It's a strategy. Before I go to sleep, I just have thoughts in the back of my head of if Putin invades the UK. Okay, so that's like sort of intrusive thoughts coming into your mind. That's another thing where you have to be like, hey, what if? But also like, drop my water bottle. So if you just think about dropping a water bottle, then you'll be fine. But no, like, you know, worries about things where it's like, hey, it could happen, but it's not happening now, you know? So like, and I'm not gonna act like it's easy to let go of. I'm not gonna act like it's easy, but you've got to. That's the biggest thing: finding ways to let go, finding ways to just be like, hey, what is out of my control is out of my control, and being able to recognize what is out of your control. My question is, what happens in the afterlife, even if there is nothing there? Can't just be nothing. Well, maybe there is just nothing, you know? What it could potentially just be like returning to a state before you were alive. You know, the universe existed 2 million years or 2 billion years. I don't even know. What's the number? How old is the universe that we know of? How old is the universe? Let's see. 13.7 billion years. So in all that time before you existed, it might be similar to that in terms of how it feels, but it's one of those things. It's just like multiple thoughts. So if you can find contentment in the idea that there is nothing, that will help. If you can't find contentment in that, then a spiritual path, a religious path might be for you, honestly. Just being open, I think, will help. Let's see. What were we doing? Were we doing this yesterday? I missed that stream. No, yesterday we were playing Soma. And we'll be back to that on Monday. So yeah. Simi, would you call people from Russia Asian? Like people who live in Western Siberia, Eastern Siberia, and the Far East are in Asia, but would you call them Asian? You know, technically they would be Asian. So, you know, if it would be correct to call them Asian, then I would. I haven't really been faced with that scenario, but yeah, I mean, if you live in Asia, then yeah, you're Asian, right? Like, or if you were born in... That's an I don't know. I mean, if they want to be called Asian, I'll call them Asian. Like, I've never thought about that. But yeah, I just feel like, yeah, you live and were born in Asia, you grew up with a family that lived and was born in Asia, that makes you Asian, right? But yeah, I guess maybe it could be one of those more complicated things. I just realized that previous chat completely disregards your advice. Oh well, yeah, but you know, you can take the horse to the water. You can't make it drink. Spamtom, what's good? What's good? I just watch Family Guy 24/7 live streams. We're almost at a 2-hour mark. It's true. It's true. Time goes quickly, right? It depends on what you're doing, because one thing is that if you're unemployed and stuff, then just sitting around all day, just doing nothing is always the best solution. Like, don't get me wrong, the grind mentality is not good, but you should also do some work. What is this in response to my response to the one about watching YouTube all day? Oh, okay. I was like, what? I was like, this is not compared to this. But right. What have we got? The giant spaghetti monster soothes all of my existential crisis, and I'm glad you found something that helped. Let's freaking go. Okay, time ago, please. That pen thing you just said, my dad has been saying that for years, and my family still doesn't know what that means. Please explain. Pen thing? Pen thing. Are you talking about the horse thing? You can take the horse to the water? What did I say involving a pen? Did I say something? What did I say? The horse. Oh, I was like, okay, pen. Like, what? No, Kevin, bro. Wait, you're saying I'm so tired, but the grind continues tomorrow. Today saw 2 really good ones, and the first absolute dud of the fest 2. Kevin, I've been keeping track of the reviews you're posting on Twitter, man. Keep it up. Very good. If anyone doesn't know, Kevin, you can share your Twitter in the chat if you want to. Kevin's like writing reviews of every movie he sees at the film fest. And I think they're really interesting, honestly. So if you're into movies, check them out. What was I gonna say? Okay, yeah. So the horse thing. What it means is, you can take. Let's say, you know, you're trying to help someone out with a problem, right? So in this case, the horse is thirsty. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna take you to a body of water. I'm gonna take you to the river. All right. Now I've taken you to the river. The solution to your thirst is here, but I can't make you actually take the advice. You have to take the advice. That's what it is. You know, you can take the horse to the river. You can't make it drink. I can give you advice. I can give you the tools you need, but ultimately you have to be the one to actually use the tools, to actually employ the advice. That's it. That's it, really. And I think it's also a part of acceptance as the person giving the advice, that just because you've given advice doesn't mean, you know, you've turned the person's life around. You can't turn someone else's life around, or you can't fix something for somebody when it requires that they do it themselves. That's what it means. Hopefully that helped. So yeah, there's also a peach tree scene from Kung Fu Panda, which is a similar metaphor. Oh really? I love Kung Fu Panda. I like the one about, you know, the past is a mystery. No, the future is a mystery, the past is history, but the present is a gift. That's why they call it. No. Now is a gift. That's why they call it the present. That's how it goes. Anyway, Kung Fu Panda is sick. It's goated. Let's go on to the next dilemma. Done with the questions? Nah, we're not done. We're not done yet. I think we'll do like one or two more, just depending on how long it takes. And here we are with another sixth form question, of course, by the one and only Sachin. I'm not exposing him. He wrote his name right here, otherwise completely anonymous. So yeah, hey Sami, yes, it is once again me, the guy who keeps on having problems about sixth form. No worries, sixth form is a new experience. Anyone who doesn't know what sixth form is, it is the schooling you do in the UK between the ages of 16 and 18. You do the exams called A-levels, so you can get into university or do whatever else you want to do in the future. Now, last week I talked about how I wasn't really loving economics and how I wanted to change it. So I took on your advice and I was attending my lessons and was analyzing if I like economics. I've come to the conclusion that I like economics more as an interest rather than a subject. So I've decided to change it to sociology. But one thing I left out was that these two boys in my economics class were always making fun of me and just were rude. It made me feel bad. For example, they would always dance mockingly at me. I was very hurt by these comments, but decided not to say anything to anyone. So I don't know if this is more, so I don't know, this is more internal because I don't know if I'm lying to myself about economics or if I'm changing my subject because of these two guys. Don't worry, I'm having a good time in sit form. Don't worry, I am not crazy. I don't think you are crazy. So you're worried that maybe, you know, your experience with these two people, you know, bringing you down in economics, if that was what was causing you to not like economics as much, or if it was actually the subject itself. So what I'd ask is, how do you feel about the economics work you do when you're outside of class? You know, do you actually like it when you're outside of class? Because, you know, your environment can help you actually determine whether or not it's the subject itself or if it's, you know, the setting of the classroom. I mean, those two guys are making fun of you. You know, that's really rubbish of them. But you absolutely shouldn't let them hold you back from doing something you want to do if it turns out you actually do want to do it. You know, if you find that they're bringing you down, they're making your experience worse. I mean, because I'm trying to think, like, you can bring it up to a teacher, but I think at a certain point, it can be hard to actually get a teacher to do a whole lot if it's stuff like, you know, they're making fun of you, being rude, stuff like that. You know, I know that bringing stuff up to the teacher doesn't always actually mean something will happen, and sometimes it can lead to more antagonism, you know. Alternatively, you can just talk to them, be like, yo guys, what's up? Like, why are you being like this? Obviously that requires you to be okay with that confrontation, and I know that, you know, not many people are okay with that. But ultimately, if it turns out you do like economics and it's these guys, why do I feel like, is that my mustache? It's just brushing against my freaking lip. If it turns out that, you know, you do like economics and it's just these guys that were making you have a bad experience, F those guys, do the subject you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, forget those guys, for real. Not saying forget them as in, oh, act like they're not bothering you, but like, don't let them hold you back. You know what I mean? Don't do that. But, you know, if you actually are not interested in economics as much as a subject, you would actually rather do sociology, then just do that. It's all good. It's all good. Don't feel like you've been defeated by these two guys as well because you switched class, because, you know, it wasn't, you know, as long as you know that it's because you actually prefer sociology as a subject, then you don't have to feel like, oh, those two guys freaking kicked me out of my class, they got one over on me. That didn't happen. You don't have to think about it like that. So yeah. Smack 'em up 1-2 combo. Kevin saying writing off the cuff movies with 15 minutes in between. Oh, writing off the cuff reviews with 15 minutes in between movies is hard, but you're making it work, man. Good job. Good job. The past is a mystery. Oh yeah, no, well, don't quote me. That's freaking Kung Fu Panda. That's Kung Fu. Oh wait, no, the past is history. All right, shush. Oh man, Trey, thanks for redeeming Hydrate. Mustache? No, that's a line. It's a mustache, come on. Might not be the strongest mustache, but it's mine. Okay, Sachin, I get you. Yeah, if you're preferring sociology, then that's great. I'm glad you found out now that there's something else you prefer rather than later on where it'd be harder to switch subjects. So it's all good. Grow your beard out if you can. I actually just like having it short. I prefer having it short. I've never been into the long beard thing. Maybe one day, but like I prefer having a short beard, to be fair. Simi looks great with a thicker beard. I did have it grown out longer. What was that? Was that because of... it was when I was off for like a couple of weeks because of my eye surgery, right? And so I didn't even shave during that time. Is that why? That's when my beard was long, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah. COVID. Oh wait, was it COVID? I thought it was my eye surgery. Okay, yeah. You're growing your beard out for Movember. Oh, nah, can't be bothered. Unfollowing if you grow a full beard, bruh. Oh man. Let's see. I'm trying to grow on YouTube and TikTok mainly for sponsors because I'm broke. What advice can you give me? Obviously, like, being an internet creator, growing a channel, all that stuff is like fun. If you're trying to do it primarily to make money, and you don't have a lot of time, like you're saying you're broke now, right? If this is something you're okay with, like investing like potentially 3 years of time and seeing no results monetarily, then I would just give you the advice of, like, you know, find a niche that you like, learn how to tell good stories and, you know, convey those stories visually, and then just don't give up. That's the generic advice. But if you're looking to just make money, do not think that you're gonna just go on YouTube and make money. Like, honestly, especially because you're saying you're broke, you want money now. There are way better ways to just make money now than trying to be a YouTuber or a TikToker. I'm gonna keep it real with you right there. I'm gonna keep it real. So yeah, like try and get like a part-time job or something. I don't know how old you are, you know, so if that's like possible or something, I don't know, try to freaking sell some stuff, try to, I don't know, go up to people like, yo, is there any odd job I can do for you for money? Like, do something. I'm just saying, if you need money now, being a YouTuber is not it. Give a tennis course like Kevin. Grape Dino saying crypto. Yo, we're trying to make money. We're not trying to lose it, okay? All right. I'm gonna do one more. What is this? Okay, this is like weird. Deciding to give you a therapy lesson. So I guess you mean therapy session. Do you feel like you need to stream / upload videos, or is it a hobby? So, you know, being a YouTube creator started out as a hobby. Now it's like my career. So I feel the need to do it in the sense of this is how I, you know, make a living. And also, as far as my ambition is concerned, I want to be a good YouTuber and a sustainable YouTuber. So yeah, I need to upload videos for that to be a thing. But like, yeah, if I just wanted money and it wasn't actually about what I made my money doing, there are much easier ways for me to do it than to be a YouTuber, that's for sure. So yeah, like that's, yeah, if you ever worried that I just make videos for the money or whatever, or out of like feeling of a necessity or obligation, dude, I can make money other ways. So yeah, as far as the live streams, I think the live streams are just a really good way to connect with a subset of the community, even if it is a very small subset of the people that actually watch my videos. I like it. I'm not gonna stream forever. I'm definitely not gonna stream for as long as I'm gonna post videos to YouTube. I don't really see myself stopping posting YouTube videos, even if I eventually do stop like doing YouTube full time. You know, I every once in a while I just get an idea for a video and I want to put it out there. That's why you see random videos like the freaking Disney parody video or whatever, right? So I think that will always be a thing. As far as the live streaming, you know, maybe like in a couple of years I'll be like, all right, I'm good with the streaming now. I'm gonna take a step away, because there are certain things like, you know, obviously I do these live streams every weekday at 8 p.m. Sometimes on a Friday at 8 p.m. like, you know, the boys are like, yo, what we doing? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stream today. So there are certain things where it's like, okay, eventually I'm gonna stop streaming because I'm gonna want that time back to do other things. But as far as posting videos, I'm probably just gonna keep doing that forever, even if it's not as a full-time thing. Which, you know, I think I could do this full time forever. But being realistic, you know, I'm only 23 years old. Life is gonna change a lot, and also what I'm interested in is gonna change a lot. So I want to make sure I'm set up so that I can do other things. So that's why I'm still open to the idea of going to university. I'm not even full screen on this. I'm still open to the idea of going to university, getting a degree in something, studying, doing this and that, because, you know, I know that I can do other things. You know, I don't see this YouTube thing as like my only option. I just do it because I like doing it, and I think I've invested so much time into it that I've developed like an amount of skill with it that I'm like, yo, I want to take advantage of this skill, you know. So yeah, but like I definitely see myself doing something else in the future if I needed to. I don't feel like, oh, this is the only thing I can do. So yeah, have I ever dealt with a bad insecurity or an ongoing insecurity? Everyone has had insecurities in life. That's like a common thing. What insecurity, like as far as right now, do I have any like bad insecurities? I mean, one, there's a question of would I bring it up on the stream? Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't if I did have one. I don't, there's nothing that comes to mind that I'm majorly insecure about, to be honest. But also, if I had one, would I bring it up? Maybe I wouldn't. So maybe you can't even trust me when I say I don't think I have an ongoing one. But as far as like insecurity in the past, I don't know. What can I think of? What can I think of? I feel like I've generally been quite content with myself, to be honest. I used to think like, I used to have a big thing when I was younger of like, I wanted to be the smart kid, right? I always wanted to be the top of my class in school and all that. And so, you know, whenever something threatened that, whenever someone joined the school that, you know, oh damn it, I think they're smarter than me, you know, that would like kind of stress me out a little bit. I'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna lose my spot as the smart kid. So I guess that's like probably an insecurity I had, but like I got over that eventually. It took a while, but I think by the time I was like 16, I was so tired. I was like, dude, listen, man, there's always gonna be someone smarter than you. F this, bro. I'm just gonna do my best. Because it was long, man. So yeah, so I think that's an example of one. Oh, I used to be insecure about like, you know, freaking, I thought this up in a previous, not a therapist, but like I thought, you know, my videos weren't that good. Like I'm not really cut out to be a YouTuber. I actually talked about this a lot in my 5 years on YouTube series for members in the Creator Chronicles, where I just like, yo, I'm not cut out for this YouTube thing, man, for real. Like I can't do this. So yeah, that's another insecurity I'd say I've had. But yeah, again, I would say I've overcome that too. So yeah, insecurities are things that can be overcome, and it's not bad to have it. It's all part of your, you know, growing process and your experience. So yeah, that was interesting. Ending on one about me. What advice do you have for me? You're supposed to be therapizing me now, apparently. Ray Typical, what's good? I see you in there. Hello. I want to be in a room of mirrors so I can be surrounded by winners. I have glass in my eyes. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Won't be here for next stream. I'm going to Blackpool Mango winner. That is no problem. Enjoy your time in Blackpool. Let's go. Loading artist is live and Badman online. That's JME, right? Cool. Karami, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Hello, it's us. Pick up PTSD from the Club Penguin Twitter account. I remember that. You know, when you step back from stream, I will be on your ass to come back again. I've actually thought about that. I've been like, yo, if I ever like decided I want to stop streaming, Kevin's gonna non-stop be like, yo, bro, when you streaming again? Because if anyone doesn't know, when I stopped streaming on Facebook, that's literally what he did. He was like, yo, bro, when are the streams coming back, man? When they coming back? Oh man. Simi, stream whenever you want, but keep doing Reddit Mondays. Fair. One thing I'm gonna start doing is like and you've noticed it. I feel like you've noticed it more. Like I'm gonna, when I have another engagement or whatever, like I'm gonna be like, all right, you know what, we're gonna skip the stream for today. You know, for me it was a big thing of I wanted to make sure I was consistent with it, but sometimes you know, like for example, my friends last week, no, the week before, what movie did they watch? They went to watch a movie, and I actually would have liked to see it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna be live. So I think nowadays I'm like, okay, listen, I don't really get to see these guys all that often anyway. Let me actually just go to the movie. So I think I'll do that more often. But it's also a thing of like, I want to make sure I'm consistent enough so you guys can expect me to be here as well. It's just a thing for me. I like being reliable. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. That's why I always try to give you guys a good amount of notice in advance when I'm not going to stream. For example, I'm not going to be live tomorrow because of the creator summit I'm going to. So yeah. Was there a period when you thought of quitting streaming doing Facebook? No. I had a stream deal. With Facebook, so like I had to stream. So yeah. The Twitch days. So do you mean like nowadays? Sometimes I like I said, it's not like quitting streaming. It's more so just slowing it down a bit. But yeah, I do know in the future, like I'm gonna like stop streaming, because for me, my bread and butter is making videos. That's what I really like doing. The streaming stuff is a chance to like connect with you guys. And not to say that eventually I'll want to stop doing that, but eventually I'm gonna have to find different ways to do that. You know what I mean? So yeah. The next generation of the human race are being YouTubers. What do you mean in terms of like what they aspire to be? I suppose so, but there's only so many YouTubers there can be, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, there's no fear that we're gonna grow up with a next generation of everyone's a YouTuber. No one is freaking doing the jobs in the real world. Like, nah, it's gonna be okay. What revision techniques did you do for GCSEs? Prez, if you go on my VODs channel, tamagoVODs, I have a study techniques stream that I did last year. Just type in study or revision, one of those words, it'll come up. Hopefully you'll get some good tips in there. I used to be insecure about how not as academically inclined as my friends. Oh yeah. Sachin, I remember you bringing that up. And so yeah, I hope you've been able to overcome that to a certain extent. Kim saying, look at us now, indeed, bro, indeed. Autism 42069, welcome to the stream. Nah, Simi, for a movie you got my permission to go. Even if I wanted to watch a stream, I wouldn't download Facebook. Hell nah. I'll show up now though. Yeah, fair. F the live stream if it's not on Monday. Go with your mates. Gotta stay for that Reddit Monday. Honestly, what I've learned from streamers, I know, is that don't stress about the schedule. There's more than streams, even though streaming is pretty cool. Yeah, no, for sure. And that's why I also like keep the streams to like 2 hours. I never see myself ever being one of those like 8-hour a day live streamers. You know, one time during the Facebook streams, I think there was a period of a week where I was trying to do like 4-hour streams a day. So 2 hours in like the noon, and then 2 hours in the evening. It's long, bruv. I'm not doing that. Socks, I'm glad you enjoyed the Facebook streams. Let's go. Children, I asked a 7-year-old what he wanted to be. I asked a 7-year-old he wanted to be a YouTuber. Also, I made you say the part of my favorite Disney XD intro. Really? Okay, right. I asked a 7-year-old he wanted to be a YouTuber. Yeah, that's common. You know, you want to be what you watch. When I was younger, I wanted to be like an actor. I wanted to be a musician, you know, concert pianist. I wanted to be the things I was seeing, right? So yeah, no, I think it's totally natural that kids are saying they want to be YouTubers. And that's not even necessarily like a bad thing, in the sense that YouTuber in and of itself isn't this like all-encompassing profession. Like, you can have a profession and be a YouTuber. Honestly, those are like some of my favorite YouTubers. The YouTubers who do something and then make videos about the thing they do. So like there's this creator I've talked about before called Jordan Both, who is a figure skater, an ice skater, and she makes videos about her life as an ice skater. You know, you have those people that are like professional carpet cleaners and they make videos about being professional carpet cleaners. Like, those people are YouTubers, but they're also like professionals in something else. And I find that really cool. So yeah, I think if more people do that, I think that's a win, honestly. So yeah. Yeah. Grape Dino, you want to become a YouTuber? Let's freaking go. Kevin saying, oh yeah, my private noon streams. Yeah, bro. It was dark times, man. Would you ever go back to high school and execute an assembly? Make a vlog on it. That wording was terrible. Execute an assembly. Would I do an assembly? I've actually done assemblies before. Like after I left sixth form, I went to my old head of year's new school, and I did like a workshop for him about, you know, content creation. I went back to my sixth form and secondary school and gave a speech doing prize giving. I helped host an assembly for my old maths teacher's new school that she was the head teacher of. Yeah, I've actually been to a few schools and done some things. Even my friend's mom, who's a teacher in a school, she's asked me to come and speak to the kids just about, you know, alternative career paths, aka just being a creator and stuff. So yeah, like I'm totally open to doing that. As far as vlogging it, I mean, we'll see about that. I don't know. Obviously, you're in a school, you're there with like kids and all that, so you don't want to just, you know, be recording and all that. But hey, maybe. So yeah. So I don't want you to feel like we are a burden on you and the stream. Would all like to apologize if we ever demanded something from you. My bad, Simi. I feel bad the gap between members vids now, lol. Nah, it's all good. Listen. I ultimately choose what I do, okay? I never feel forced to do anything. So don't worry about that at all. Don't worry about burdening me. Dude, this is all, it's all entertainment. It's all fun and games. It's not that deep. So don't you worry about it. No one bit. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream, people. That's gonna be it for the stream. Kevin saying, me with film, if I ever find the courage. You will, dude. You're doing it right now, especially with this top 21 list you're doing. So you're on your way, man. You're on your way. I'm gonna give you guys a headset here. I'm gonna see what who we can raid. Might be loading artists today. Playing GeoGuessr. Okay. We're gonna raid loading artists, people. So do go check him out. I'll give you that headset here, and I will see you guys on Monday because there is no stream tomorrow. All right. Hydrate and posture check redeemed right now. Okay, let's do that. I get you on that data protection 98 Act, whatever way around. I wasn't even thinking about the Data Protection Act. I was just thinking about, like, you know, privacy, like just general privacy. I remember having to learn about all of those, like, you know, information technology legislations as part of computer science. So yeah. Boom. It's today's headset hat. Ooh. That one felt kind of good, you know. Wait, hold on. What's that looking like? Yo, we got a 7 there? That's like a... I mean, the week has been pretty bad, and then we come out with this. I think it's a dub. Is that a 7? You know, if someone gave that an 8, I'd go with it as well. But I think I'll give it a 7. I think I'll give it a 7. Maybe a high 7. 7.5 maybe. Kevin's saying 6.5. Damn. Grape Dino saying actually 6. I've glassed my eyes with the 8. Socks with the 8, then 7.5. Where's the link to the raid? Don't worry, it'll appear when we're in the end screen. In the end screen, we'll do the raid. I've glassed my eyes saying fresh, indeed, certified. The I have glass in my eyes dilemma is always gonna be goated. Oh man. It finally makes sense now that I know how the rating system works. Let's go. My first stream, so I don't know what you're doing. Don't you worry, you'll see it come. Kevin, we will see you next Wednesday, man. We'll see you next Wednesday. Enjoy your films, enjoy your weekend, and in fact, to everybody, because I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, enjoy your weekend too. You have a very nice afternoon, morning, evening, or night. I hope I was able to help at least a little bit with some of your dilemmas, but if I didn't, listen, I'm not a therapist, okay? Have a good weekend, people. I will catch you on Monday. Peace out, everybody. Stay tuned for the raid, and bye-bye.